Greetings and welcome to Yardley, Pennsylvania.
Talladega to do a little racing, about 500 miles. My thoughts of embracing, speed around the old Beaton Junior and sending them home.
Oh yeah, holiday or not, we're still running at top speed, my friends. Another edition of The Need for Speed with America's mechanic, Fred Fletcher.
Nothing more American than car racing.
That's right.
Especially dirt track racing.
Wasn't there a big 4th of July race all the time? There always seems to be one. Firecracker, whatever the heck it was.
Yeah, Firecracker 400.
Back in the day.
That might be this weekend at usually at Charlotte.
Yeah.
I haven't followed it. I don't know. I'll look in my notes here that Kate Brown sent me.
It used to be something like that, but Firecracker 400 or whatever.
Firecracker 400. I think it's usually at
It was a big race.
Oh, yeah. Earl is on the line.
I think he might be.
Wow, this is a surprise. I didn't expect Earl.
How about that? Is that you, Earl? You jumping in early?
That's it. It is Earl.
That's right, Earl. He's the Pearl.
What's up, Earl? Sorry, I missed you last night. I heard you caught up with Nick later on, but we had
It was great. Nick persevered.
I bailed.
Did a show from Nick Leach Central, and show turned out great.
Good.
Nice interview there with Caleb Scarborough, and it was good. Good show.
Yeah. So we had some. I don't know what the hell happened at the studio. We had it all together, and then we were trying to flip something, and one of us hit a button, and it just went south from there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame. Oh my goodness.
So we had it all there, but we'll figure it out. We'll get there because we got everything in place to make that show just top notch.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, we're right there. So. But I'm glad that you joined us because you can tell us what happened to Wall because I stayed for a lot of it, but I didn't stay for all of it. Me and Craig went down there to interview Ray Evernham, and we didn't, and he was signing books, so it was like a 2-hour line. So Earl introduced me to Ray. I got a couple of quick sentences in it, and then he got pulled away, and then. If we can get Ray to catch us on Wide Open Wednesday one night or something, I would be really appreciative, and I'd love to finish and ask a few more questions than I had for him last Saturday night.
We'll definitely work on that. I think that'd be very good because Ray always enjoys coming back home to New Jersey, reconnecting with the New Jersey, Eastern Pennsylvania fans, and I'm sure that can be worked out. So we'll keep you posted on that. Very good.
Yeah, another good thing, I got to meet Joe, the one that calls our show in from North Carolina. He was there, Joe Selechik.
Nice.
And so he might call in today. We'll see. I sent him an email. I don't know if he got it or not, but
from Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Yeah, he's in charge of the Mount Airy Chamber of Commerce down there, which is Mount Airy is where they filmed the Andy Griffith show. So that is Mayberry. So he told me to come on down. We'll go for a ride in Barney Fife's car.
There you go.
That's great.
So I plan on doing that.
Very good.
So how'd it work out at Wall after I left? I saw the micro modifieds.
Those are neat, aren't they?
Yeah. Yep, they were kicking it pretty good. I had seen Tom Irvin won. He's a Ewing boy. So that was good.
Kyle Bostic.
Oh, yeah. Kyle Bostic. Yeah, I think. Tom won the heat.
Tom Irvin was right there. I'm right there with him. Yep.
Okay. So
So
well, fill it in since I'm wrong. Correct me, Earl. I'm wrong.
Not often.
So what's happening?
Okay, well, very good. The Garden State Classic, 125 laps for the modifieds. Again, that was the first of our crown jewel races this summer. And Stephen Reed won the Classic for the 4th time. And Stephen Reed said himself after the race that had it not been for a late caution, James Blewett, who turned 17 the day after the race, that's Jimmy's son, probably would have won the race, which was incredible because he just has moved into the modifieds from the sportsman division. And James, at the direction of his dad, Jimmy, and crew chief Rob Wormsby, they pitted earlier than everybody, for a tire change. Everyone was allotted one tire change during the race. They pitted early, got the tire, and just basically stayed at the rear of the field. Again, gaining laps, just getting experience, and kind of playing some strategy, figuring late in the race all the top drivers, the drivers in like the top 10 or 15, were going to pit. And if that worked out, this would have put James right at the front of the field. And sure enough, that's what happened. With right around 20 laps to go or so, there was a late caution, and all the top 15 or so pitted. And just like they had planned out, James, took over the lead. And when they went green, and keep in mind now, he had pitted early, so his tires already had 110 laps or so on them. He pulled right out ahead. The car was handling perfectly, and James is a very smooth driver. He actually opened up almost a full straightaway lead on the rest of the field, which was Stephen Reed and Tyler Truex were his nearest challengers. He pulled away from them, and he was on his way to victory in the Garden State Classic. He would have joined his dad, Jimmy, his uncle, the late John Blewett III, and his grandfather, John Jr., had all won the Classic. But there was another late caution, and that brought the rest of the field right up to him. And when they went green, the cars with the newer tires were able to pass him. That was Stephen Reed first, and then Tyler Truex, and then Eric Moriello. But James ended up a very strong fourth. Fast Eddie McCarthy finished in fifth place. But it was really, really excellent. And again, Tyler Truex, I mentioned, he's the nephew of Martin Truex Jr. Tyler ran a very strong race, contended for the lead many times with Stephen Reed. And Eric Moriello, good story there. He was a sportsman division standout at Wall, going back 15 years or so. And then he moved into the modifieds, won quite a few features in the modified division, including some long-distance races. And then he got married to Shauna Ingram, who lady racer, who won a couple modified features at Wall herself. They got married. They have a couple kids, and Eric decided to, step away from racing for a while. He started a career with Jersey Central Power and Light. He's a lineman, and he's got a nice career going with them. And again, he hasn't raced for like 4 years. And Jimmy Blewett called him up prior to the Garden State Classic, a few weeks before, and said, hey, James is moving into the modifieds. I'd like you to come, run as his teammate for the Garden State Classic. And they put a card together for Eric, and he came back after 4 years and, finished third. So it was really
Nice.
quite a run for him, which is nice, too, with Eric Moriello. He drove a red, white, and black number 5.
Yeah, it was a beautiful
put
car.
together by Jimmy Blewett as a tribute car to his late brother John, because that's the color and number combination that John III ran at Wall Stadium in 1992 when he debuted in the modifieds. So it was really nice. It was a nice story all the way around. So great night in the legend cars. Mike Alcaro won his 52nd career Wall Stadium feature. Was involved in an early accident, started at the rear, came back to win. Tyler Ferris won the TQ Midget feature. Tyler also races in the modifieds. And that was kind of neat because at Turkey Derby, Tyler Ferris was the TQ Midget winner last November. And for the ATQ MRA TQ Midget Series, this was their first race of the season. So Tyler started off, won the first race for them to start the year. And as mentioned, Kyle Bostic in that white number 9, he won the micro modified feature. Limited late models, that was won by Ray Manieri, invading from Long Island.
Okay.
So a great night at Wall Stadium, huge crowd as you saw, a lot of action there at the Shore Speedway.
Yeah, and James needs not to worry because I'm sure there's a couple of Garden State Classics and Turkey Derbies in his wins in his future for sure.
Yes, indeed.
I was watching him on during the time trials, and he seemed like he was on another level till I guess I forgot who overtook him at the end. It was probably Steven.
Tommy Martino with the 9.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, but he was. Everybody was running like 15 and change, and all of a sudden it's like, whoa, James was just like, wow, it was just a little quicker than everybody else.
Yes.
But yeah, good night had by all. Got to insult Warren. He was up there in the flagger stand. So,
yeah, it was nice to see. Kate was there as well.
Sitting with Kate. Yeah, we were chatting with Kate for a while, and then yelling at Warren. So yeah, it was fun. So, but yeah, and what's going on this weekend? Anything this weekend, Wall, or you guys taking?
Yeah, we're actually off. We were scheduled off for the July 4th weekend. That's what the management usually does.
Yeah, okay.
It's a off weekend, give the racers and fans a chance to do something else. So, my wife Pam and I will be doing some traveling this weekend. So,
Sweet.
But then we come back on the 12th, going back to the TQ Midgets. It's going to be the Doug Craig Memorial Race. Doug Craig was a very fine racer at Wall Stadium in the modifieds. Also raced in TQ Midgets and the full midgets. Very sadly, I'm going to say about 20 years ago, Doug was fatally injured in a private plane accident.
Wow.
But his son, Steve Craig, now competes in the TQs, running a yellow and black number 55, just like his dad did. And it's going to be a memorial race to Doug actually 2 weeks from now on the 12th. And then on the 19th at Wall Stadium, which I hope you can make, it'll be the 75th anniversary celebration of Wall on the 19th. So it's going to be a great night. A lot of the former champions will be coming back to meet the fans and sign autographs, and it's going to be a big night of racing.
Awesome. All right, Earl. Well, you and Pam have a great weekend, long weekend. Have a nice trip wherever you're going.
Kind of ironic,
Thank
the
you
best
so much.
weekend weather-wise they've
And
ever
it's
had.
a good weekend weather-wise.
We're not doing anything.
Right? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So we're going to sneak Nick in here.
All
He's
right.
waiting
Very
in the
good.
wings.
Thank
Is
you,
that
Earl.
Nitro Nick or NASCAR Nick?
I think it's Nitro Nick first.
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
All right.
Have a happy.
Gentlemen, great talking to you. Have a safe 4th of July, and we'll talk to you next week.
All
You
right,
bet.
thanks, Earl. God
All
bless
right.
America.
There you go. You bet. There you go. All right. All right. Let's move right along. You're on with Fred. Go ahead.
Hey, Fred, how you doing?
It's NASCAR Nick.
Nick's NASCAR Nick.
NASCAR Nick. Yeah, there's so much to cover. The local stuff, the NASCAR stuff. A lot's been happening in NASCAR this week. Actually, we'll talk about that. But on the local side, the Friday night tracks, Big Diamond was rained out. Utica Rome rained out. Albany, Saratoga, Mike Mahaney. We talked about him because he's married to Mandy Pouch. He finished 7th. Saturday tracks, New Egypt. They didn't have the modifieds. Chris Bergstrom won the crate. Ethan Bill, Joe Brown the third. Street stocks, the Bill Litka Memorial. Chris Allen Sr. won that over Darren Cox and Spider Essinger Jr.
No, I'm sure.
Bridgeport, they had a 50.
I'm sure
What was that,
NASCAR
Fred?
Nitro Nick has something to say about that because he was there. I was in Wall, so he was.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I'm sure he does. I'll talk about Penny too, I guess.
yeah.
But,
Oh yeah.
So Bridgeport, they had a 50 lapper. Dylan Story won. He's on fire though. He's really
Yes, he
taken
is.
to that track.
Mm-hmm.
Roger Manning second, Neil Williams third. And the crate side of things was a brotherly act. Travis Hill beat his brother Jesse, and then Jesse Hertler was third. Grandview, Dwayne Howard, Jeff Strunk, Mike Guller, Eddie Strada, Brett Cressley. On the crate side, Addison Meltzler won. Fonda, they got the heats, and Alex Jankowski won a heat, and the features got rained out. They'll be made up on the 12th and 19th of July. Let's see, what else? The midweek, there's a lot of midweek stuff going on.
Yeah. This
So
week's
Georgetown, Georgetown last Thursday, Pouch Jr. won over Ryan Godown and Danny Buck. Airborne Park Speedway, main event, Mike Mahaney won that. Thursday, Cornwall Stadium or Speedway, some notable modified drivers who will be here next Tuesday. Matt Williamson was second, Alex was fourth, Mahaney was seventh. Stewie finished ninth. That's kind of weird for him to be out of the top five.
Yeah.
Matt Stangl went up there. That track's up in Canada. But Matt Stangl went up there. He finished 12th. So
He's a real hoser.
Mohawk. Yeah. Mohawk Speedway. Stuart Friesen won that over Matt Williamson. Alex Jankowski finished fourth. Shepard was fifth. Anthony Parego, you see him next week, and Mike Mahaney. Grandview got rained out. Fonda, Stuart Friesen won that. So when he's not in the trucks, he's winning every piece else. So that was actually last night, Fonda. They had a short track Super Series race. Stuart won that over Matt Shepard, and Alex was third. Jessica was 12th. Stangl and Reimert went up there. Stangl finished 14th, and Reimer was 17th. So on the NASCAR side of things, very, very busy week. Daniel Suarez is out of the track house number 99 after the season.
Wow.
He started there 5 years ago, had a couple wins, had a popular win in Mexico City a couple weeks ago. But he's out of that ride, and there's rumors of him signing with someone else that just hasn't been released yet. We've talked about on this show a couple of young guns. One is Connor Zilich. It is rumored that Connor Zilich will get that ride in the 99. I guess that's like a form for a higher, more potent team later on. But Connor Zilich is 18 years old. He's won on the ovals, the big tracks, road courses. So he's going to be something in the future. So the NASCAR trucks ran at Lime Rock Park in Connecticut last week, and so for this I'm going to call it the Heim joint, because Corey Heim was on the pole. He won the first stage, won the second stage, won the race. He led 99 out of 100 laps, so he gets the right to have that called the Heim joint.
Yeah. I guess so.
So
L'Haim.
Yeah. Todd Majeski was second. Gio Rosario third. On the Stewart Report side of things, he qualified 22nd. After the first stage, he was 22nd. Second stage, he was 20th. When he took the white flag, he was in 15th. So with that track, it's a mile and a half. So it's a short road course. Mile and a half. It only has one left-hand turn. Everything else is right. So when he took the white flag, he was in 15th. When he took the checkered, he was in 23rd. So there were a lot of bumping and banging going on throughout those turns. But he's so I finished 23rd. He's sixth in points. He has a win, so he's in the playoffs. Tony Breidinger is qualified 28th, finished 29th. But the thing that I just found out about her is that she is the teammate to Corey Heim. So it would be cool to see her drive his truck and for him to drive her truck and see what happens. So
cool.
On the Xfinity side of things, Nick Sanchez won over Carson Kvapil and Sam Mayer. Let's see what else. Cole Custer won the pole for that. On the Cup side of things, a very popular win for Chase Elliott. Every time he wins a race, the siren goes off in Dawsonville, Georgia. So it was a good win for him. He's been flirting with the top five the whole season, for much of the season anyway. But it was a good win for him over Brad Keselowski and Alex Bowman. Notable. Hocevar finished 10th. Larson 17th. Thing about Atlanta, it's a mile and a half track. But with the repaving and the grip on the track, it's like a Daytona and Talladega.
I like that track.
And
nice track.
Yeah, so with Talladega and Daytona, they're 2.5 miles. Talladega is a 2.6 mile track.
Right.
So now you have those speeds, that grip, that drafting on a mile and a half track.
Yeah.
And it's kind of dangerous, actually. And they had a lot of wrecks. A lot of big cars were taken out. So he said Hocevar was 10th, Larson 17th. Christopher Bell was, here we go. He was 30th, Hamlin 31st, Berry 32nd, Chastain 33rd, Logano 36th, Byron 37th, and Blaney 40th. So that's part of the contact I was talking about.
They all started. Nobody ended up first. Everybody started at 28th and back.
Yeah.
So
they started the race. There was a big one earlier on, then there was a bigger one later, and those cars were in a big wreck later on. Yeah. So a lot of drivers forced their displeasure over racing that track right now with all the grip and the size of it too. So with the Cup side now, they've had 18 races so far. They have 12 winners, so there's 8 races to go. And mathematically speaking, they can have 20 winners, which they're not going to have. You'll have some more repeat winners, but only 16 make it to the playoffs. So with 8 races to go, 12 winners so far, I'm kind of curious to see what's going to happen. And some of the next few races, you have a couple road courses. You have the streets of Chicago. I know you mentioned before about 4th of July. So the next race for the Cup Series is July 6th on the streets of Chicago with Xfinity the day before. The trucks are off for 3 weeks. But the tracks coming up, you have Chicago Streets, you have the Wine Country Sonoma Road Course coming up, then you have Dover. Indies after that, Iowa, Watkins Glen, Richmond, and Daytona. So and then you have the playoffs or the round one. But what else here? On the
real
ARCA
quick, Nick,
side,
I hate to cut you because I got Nitro Nick on here, and we got to talk some New Egypt stuff, and I only got 10 minutes left.
All right. Just one question for Nick, though. I wonder if he knows Tom Annunziata, because he lives in Colts Neck, so we probably pass his house on the way to the track every time we go there.
Oh, cool.
He's a 20-year-old. He won ARCA, and he's really going to be big in the sport. So
okay,
cool. All right. Nice talking to you.
All right, I'll talk to you in a little bit. I have the newspaper in my car, so we'll catch up.
All right, my man.
Okay, sounds
right.
good.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All
See you later,
right.
guys.
See ya.
Bye.
Now we'll go to Nick number 1.
Nick's 2.
Yeah, Nick 1 and 2.
In the fast lane, always.
My head hurts. Anyhow,
Did you hit your
I
head?
am on the Schuylkill. I am doing the Schuylkill 200 today.
No wonder your head
and-
hurts.
Yes, that's why my head hurts. Anyhow, Nick didn't help it none. But anyhow,
So Don Rickles on the line here?
I cannot believe the way people drive out here and just stay home. Don't come to Philly, okay?
There should be
Don't
off
go
today.
nowhere near. Don't go nowhere near the Schuylkill Expressway. Don't go nowhere near 95. Just please,
Yep.
please stay home.
I played a song for you, The White Knight, this morning. 10-4 back door.
Thank you, my friend.
You bet.
So, yeah, you were New Egypt. I was at Wall last week. We did double duty. So, fill us in what happened at New Egypt, because I missed a lot of it. And, some of it was, most of it was good. A couple bad things. But
Hunter Plosky won the first rookie feature. They had 2 rookie features. And then Hunter Plosky won the first one. Aiden Spencer won the second one. They are tied in points. So we got a good point race going on for the rookies. And then, of course, Steve Davis won the crate race. Steve, a veteran. But the story of the crate race was Mrs. Alexi. They call her Alexi. Her name is Alexis Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
She's a lady driver. She led the whole race. Last lap, last corner, the veteran Steve Davis puts it on her because she made a minor mistake, kind of like what Tanner Van Dorn did with Danny Buck.
all right.
Hell of a race for her. She was going to be on the show yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God she wasn't. But we'll get her next week.
Yeah.
And but yeah, I mean it was a really good night of racing. And then of course in the street stock division, Corey Fleming decimated the field. I mean he had them covered. And he come up light at the scale. Also, Chris Allen Sr. came up light at the scale. So 2 cars came up light at the scale. It cost Fleming more so because he led the whole race, and would have been a cool win for him because he wanted to win the Bill Leaka Memorial. That was the first one there. It was worth $1,310. Little dejected, but the long races sometimes you don't make the right adjustment fuel wise, and he just he was like 13 pounds light. I don't know how many pounds light Allen was. I mean, Corey's one of them guys that'll just he'll suck it up and come back. He's going to win again. He's got a really fast car. So, and I mean, racing was good. The track was perfect again. They're doing a great job with that. And then this week we have
Tuesday
Christmas
night.
in July.
Well, Sunday at first is Saturday. We have the Christmas in July.
Christmas in July, fireworks, all kinds of stuff going on this weekend. It's going to be a great weekend. And then Tuesday we have the Short Track Super Series that was heated out a couple weeks ago. So that'll be this Tuesday on the 8th. So, yeah, I mean, Mother Nature gets off her broom. We should be in pretty good shape.
Yeah, I think this weekend's going to be really good. I won't speak for Tuesday yet, but it looks like this weekend's going to be a good for racing. Also, we talked 4 cylinders from last week. Dom Antonelli won his heat, and then he actually placed third? Was that this week?
Yeah, I had him on the show last night. He said he tried an old drag racing trick on a restart, and floated a couple valves, so that's probably what cost him the race. He said he was a little mad at himself, but he's got a fast race car. It's coming.
It's a matter of time for Don.
He's scared he's going to have to wear the pink flamingo hat. That's what's scary.
I know. I want to be there for that. I want him to win, but I was hoping I'm going to be there when it happens.
He's making mistakes. He's making mistakes on purpose so he doesn't have to look like a flamingo in Victory Lane.
That's why I said Stroker Ace ain't got nothing on him.
No, and it's going to be fun because he's quite the character, and we're going to have some fun with Dom. We always do. And, I mean, I got a call into a priest that's going to come to the studio and bless the studio so we can get our stuff together. I mean, we got all the elements.
I have a thing of sage in my truck, so we'll have to burn some sage in there or something.
Well, there we go. We can do that. And I think it's just like you said, Fred, it's just something that we touched, and we touched something else. And it's just something crazy that I can go to my house and not have a problem. Then we got that beautiful studio from Five Peaks that we need to utilize, and we're there. We just got to get over the bump on the road. We'll be fine.
Yeah, also not to bring up anything the bad from New Egypt. Any word on Penny? How's she doing? Or thoughts are with Penny Dunn and her husband?
She is home.
Okay.
She's going to recover at home. She had a minor brain bleed. She is recovering at home. Concussion, of course, which they thought initially. They airlifted her out as a precaution because they really didn't know what her injuries were. And she's a tough girl. She's just going to wait it out. Robbie, I have plenty of time to get the car fixed. And, I mean, it's just one of them deals that, it just happened. She come off the scale, had a problem when she come off the scale and had a problem. And, but now she's home. She's doing good. We want to wish her well. Send out some prayers to her, and we also want to send out some prayers to Everett Taylor, who is in the hospital, and Everett is having some health issues right now. Everett used to drive the B38.
I remember.
Yep, and kind of like the same deal with you. Everett worked on B38s, so and he's a great guy. So, but I mean. We're in full swing now. We're ready to have some fun. We just got to get our act together over at the studio, Fred, which I don't think is going to be a problem.
No,
I mean, we got Craig. We got Craig in there with us now, so and we got all the elements. We just got to put them together. Foxwell, we need you over there to help us.
I'll be out of town.
Of course.
But I think I'm going to hit. If I don't hit Saturday's race, I'm definitely going to go down Tuesday night with you, and then we'll down in New Egypt.
All right, no problem.
And then
no problem. I mean,
I got my big run. Where I'm saving it all up for July 19th. So.
Well, guess what? Yeah, we're ready. I mean, you done good last time. You got to be excited about getting out there again.
Yep.
Because each time you're going to get better and better. And I know Tommy Lane's got a nice surprise for you when you see him. So you'll be excited.
I'm very honored.
All right, guys.
All right, Nick.
Take care, my man.
Guys, do what you got to do. I'll talk to you later, Jim. As always, it's always not personal, always business.
That's right, and you have to answer for Santino next time. So it'll be fun.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Good.
You bet. Thank you, Nick.
All right, see you.
Bye-bye. It just has you got to bring that energy level up a little bit. I don't know.
But July 29th, if anybody wants to come down and see me run again.
You're going to do it, huh?
Yeah. I got six runs down in New Egypt this year. We had 2 so far. Third one's coming up. I'm sending that battery back as a defect, and I'm getting nowhere. And I'll be fine next time.
No one's exempt, huh?
No one's exempt. I'm throwing that battery at somebody because it almost cost me my good night.
You are due, my friend. The luck is going to turn. You can feel it.
So maybe this time I'll catch Nick Marco because he passed me a couple times last week.
Yeah. Nitro Nick.
We'll get NASCAR Nick and catch up to him. But all right, everybody have a great week. Have a great 4th of July. God bless America. And eat some hot dogs and drink some garage beer.
That's right. And see you back here next week, Thursday.
You got it.
You're listening to 1490 WBCB and on your FM dial at 107.3 W297CL Levittown.
AP News, I'm Marcela Sanchez. The Supreme Court announced it will take up a new case about which school sports teams transgender students can join. House Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries has been speaking for over 4 hours.
Republicans are once again, which has been the case, Mr. Speaker, through every step of this journey, tried to jam this bill through the House of Representatives under cover of darkness.